Okay, we've got an awesome show for you today. Let's get right to it. Okay, so this is the reality here. Here's the problem with the radical left. All right. Oh, I don't have this framed correctly for the presentation. They've torn down religious structures. All right. Oops, let me reset this. I'm having they turned down religious structures. They've declared that God is dead, but the religious impulse doesn't vanish just because you pretend you've outgrown it. Instead, it mutates. So we're making the argument that the liberal left, right? The radical left, they're fake Christians and woke mutants. That's the argument we're making. And now what we see is a kind of secularized Christianity without Christ, without forgiveness, without transcendence. Oops, did I moved the presentation, and so right, and it's like, here's the worst of the worst, from Chile, from Mexico, from Thailand, Honduras, Nicaragua, from all over the world, right? We don't want these guys out of here. We want them here in America committing crimes. From Nigeria, not from just Mexico, from all over the world. Let's have more criminals. How do we justify that, right? We can only justify that within the world of the fake Christian and woke mutants. Systematic racism has becomes the new original sin. White privilege, the confession. Reparations, the penance. Climate change, the apocalypse. Vaccinations. I gotta get my voice out of my ear here. Vaccination, the baptisms. Cancel culture, the new Inquisition. And what do you get? Is a moral framework with all the zeal of the medieval church, but none of its humility, none of its logos, none of the transcendence. Just none of its transcendence grounded in truth. And so what's left? You get hysterical mobs, luxury beliefs paraded by a pampered populace. A bunch of goofballs with toilets, cell phones, hot running water, and a full refrigerator, going around whining that they're oppressed. A declaration of systematic oppression or climate apocalypse signals status in their group, like wearing an expensive brand, while the practical fallout is borne by others. This is so important. So this is really why when you say to a woke mutant, hey man, there's no such thing as climate change, they don't say, really? Wow, wouldn't that be great? The earth isn't gonna end. They're like, no, racist, Trump, Kennedy, vaccinator, climate change exists. And they say that because you're taking away their Rolex watch, right? What time is it? Oh, it's time for climate change. They've got a Rolex watch of unearned moral virtue that they hang on to. This is the woke left. This is what we're dealing with. All right? So It's resentment masquerading as morality, and it punishes unbelief with fury, not reason, because you're taking away their their Jimmy Choo shoes and their fancy purse, right? Resentment masquerading as morality and punishes unbelief with fury, not reason. That is extremely dangerous because zeal without truth doesn't lead to resentment. It leads straight back to tyranny. Now, I didn't know what the word resentment meant, but it's a psychological state arising from suppressed feelings of envy and hatred that cannot be acted upon, frequently resulting in some form of self-abasement. And so that's the woke tard left. And what's so awesome now in Chicago, so when Chicago sneezes, the rest of the world gets a cold, culturally, right? We're the home of the blues, the jazz, house music, Michael Jordan, and even Barack Obama has legitimacy, because even though he grew up in Hawaii, he has his political beginnings here in Chicago. So it gives him a certain type of, not a street cred, but a certain type of authentic cultural cred. And so we're gonna take a listen to where is she? Here she is. Danielle Carter-Walters of Chicago Flips Red, right? And she lays out the argument. And if you listen to her speak, I'm from Chicago, and I speak with a little bit of an Italian accent, and she speaks with her own type of Chicago accent, and she doesn't slip back and forth like who's that? Jasmine Crockett, who will be talking like this. Hi, I'm Jasmine Crockett. I'm Harvard educated. Then she'd be like, you know what I'm saying, trying to go from street to intellectual elite, back and forth. That doesn't happen with Chicago. Look at like the house music legends, Frankie Knuckles, Marshall Jefferson, Chip E. Right? They talk like how they talk. They don't slip back and forth. Harold Washington, the first black mayor of Chicago, didn't do that, because in Chicago there's just a sort of authenticity that you don't have in black cultures like in New York or L.A. We keep it real here in Chicago. So I'll shut up and let's listen to Danielle Carter-Walters from Chicago Flips Red. I'm going to break down the sound and let's hear her talk.
Yeah, this is what they say. We don't need your help to help save lives. No, we don't need your help with that. Just send us the money. Just send us the money. Don't help us save lives, especially black lives. No, why would we do that? Let them keep killing each other. That's what we want. But no, just send us the money, because yeah, we need the money. That's acceptable. All of you Democrats, all of you people that have something to say to us about asking President Trump to come in for help, defend that. Defend that without talking about Trump. Leave Trump out of this. At this point, Trump, leave him out of this, because right now we got Pritzker, Brandon Johnson, Democrats running Chicago and have ran Chicago since 1931. So we're gonna leave Trump up out of this. Defend this. Defend this garbage. I want all of you all who have something to say, to us, who talking about us because we won't help and we need the troops to be sent here. Defend this. Defend your governor telling you that, oh, hey, it's a big city. Big cities have crime. Defend your mayor saying that, oh, no, well, we just need affordable housing. Defend that. Because you can't. You can't. You all have normalized funerals. You glamorize funerals now. As a matter of fact, you are okay with having a big old poster board of your loved ones and you all playing music at the funeral, at the repast, playing the music, and you got that big old billboard of him like he's celebrating and dancing with you all. You glamorizing funerals now. They have conditioned you all to accept death, your family members, not theirs, your children, your family members, and celebrate it, and not only celebrate it, glamorize it. So now the funerals have turned to parties, big old parties. You all are dancing with your loved ones on the the boards with them, having them up in the air, dancing with them with all the rap music, and yeah. This is how crazy this is. This is how pathetic this had become. All they have to say is blame Trump for everything. Trump just got in office, but it don't matter. Blame Trump. Brandon Johnson just blamed Trump for the crime. Just blame Trump for everything. Blame red states. Blame everybody but himself. No accountability for him. Just blame red states. Blame Trump for everything that's going on. No accountability. All they have.
Right. That is outstanding and groundbreaking. All right. What we have here, okay, because the African American, especially the African American woman, is like the patron saint for the left, for oppression. Everything stems from like systemic racism, right? Original sin. Doesn't matter what your beliefs are, you're just sinning with racism because it's systemic. It's part of your DNA. So when you have a voice, you have an attractive black woman making a point, saying, defend this. Defend the fact that all they want, they're saying they don't need your help, they just need the money, right? Don't give us the help, just give us the money to solve the problem. And she's calling out her community and saying, defend this, right? Oh, just put Trump aside. How can you defend these people? Where's the accountability? And she's breaking it down and not using the buzzwords, and she goes on to say, all you have to do is sprinkle these buzzwords around and everybody goes mental. Let's bring the buzzwords out of it. Let's bring everything out of it. Let's just say, okay, these people are dying. They've been dying. They've been killing each other in these communities for a long time. Nobody has a solution. Trump is proving that there's a solution available. You don't want the solution. Defend that. All right. It's groundbreaking. It's huge. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to use this this hysteria over the ICE operation, and they think they should put national immigration and customs enforcement. So be nice. What do you think? Call it the nice agency. And so having this voice is an opportunity to completely change the political fabric of Chicago and, in fact, America, to have African Americans, right, saying, no, we don't want this dude from Nigeria, all right, or this guy from Honduras or Nicaragua, or this guy from Laos. We don't want him in our communities, right? We don't want him in our field houses. We don't want him in our parks defecating in public, right? And then you have an attractive black woman from Chicago, right? Not from New York, not from Atlanta, not from LA, from Chicago. It's got weight. It's got serious weight. It has a serious potential to really make things go boom. All right. Trying to keep these podcasts under 15 minutes. So happy Sunday. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. You know what's going on. Take care. Got another broadcast to do. Oh, wow.